For foodies in Houston, oysters are a favorite, raw or fried, but there could be a new struggle getting them on your plate. The state is closing oyster reefs across the Texas Gulf Coast. We're talking about 4 bays along the state's shoreline: Galveston, Matagorda, San Antonio, and Aransas bays. Texas fishermen say shutting them down effectively ends commercial oyster fishing in Texas. They staged a protest today in Dickinson outside the Texas Parks and Wildlife offices. Adam Bennett joining us live by Galveston Bay. And Adam, for many of these people, this is their livelihood.
It sure is, Reka. Many fishermen tell me today they are out of work with this season cut short. Local suppliers and restaurant owners, they tell me they've taken a hit too. But state biologists tell me they're trying to balance the needs of the economy with ecology. On the shores of Galveston Bay, the oyster boats stay docked as the opportunities for those who work them dry up.
2 days away first, and now they took out 3 months out of the whole season.
Sergio Perez of Alvin is a second-generation fisherman.
It's been pretty hard. It's going to be maybe nine months of this, and it's barely starting us already hard.
Jose Cruz Jr. says his dad hasn't been able to work.
Because we have nothing at home, no food to eat.
They were part of a protest today outside Texas Parks and Wildlife Department's Dickinson office.
Well, it's hurt dramatically.
Curtis Miller's company's main business is selling oysters, including supplying restaurants.
A lot of times we don't have oysters for our customers. It's really bad. We have to buy oysters from Louisiana or out of state.
Miller and others here are calling on the state to end their so-called traffic light plan that led to the closures.
Because what that did was concentrate all the boats in 1 or 2 little areas on the Texas coast, which was very destructive.
The goal for us is to have a sustainable fishery while getting these guys able to harvest again as soon as possible.
Christopher Steffen with Texas Parks and Wildlife blames repeat storms and heavy fishing on certain reefs for these closures. He says the state is actively trying to restore reefs and will continue sampling.
It is possible that they could reopen if we go out and resample and those values do come above the threshold.
And Steffen says anyone who has complaints about that traffic light system to email those to Texas Parks and Wildlife, and he says then that way they can be brought up at the next commission meeting, which will be next month. Reka?
So, Adam, we should note that a lot of oysters you get at grocery stores or you order at the restaurant, they're cultivated on farms. And are they impacted by this new state rule?
No, Reka, the state tells me that these oyster leases, as they're called, they are not impacted by these closures. And also I checked in with the Texas Restaurant Association. They tell me that most of the restaurants they've talked to in and around Houston use mostly farmed oysters because of the cost. Reka?
All right, Adam, thank you so much. Interesting story out there.